Nice.
Those are the best things. Well, good luck with it. I hope you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Here we go. Welcome everyone, and top of the afternoon, top of the evening, maybe even top of the morning to you. It is wonderful to see you all. Thank you so much for joining Nate and I today for a brand new episode of NFTs for Noobs. This is something we started this last week, and I don't know if we're going to keep it going for forever, but certainly there's just so much to learn in the NFT space. It's wonderful to see you all. And it's basically Nate, who knows a bit about NFTs, and me, who knows extremely little about NFTs. We're basically having a chat, and you can all participate. You get to ask questions, and if there's anything unclear, maybe Nate knows the answer to that, and he can kind of tell all of us. Thank you so much, Aiden. I appreciate that. Luck is always appreciated. I have put the chat up so that the guys on YouTube, when this is going out on YouTube, can also follow what people are saying. Do let me know if it's a little bit annoying. I've made it so that it currently goes over Nate's face. So if you chat a lot, then his face will be cluttered up. But the only other option to do that would be to make the second chat bubble kind of appear behind his window. Yes. So I could do that as well. So we'll see how it goes. So today we are just to let you all in on what we're all about, Nate. We are all a bunch of 3D artists, and many of us haven't quite taken in what this whole NFT thing is all about. And thank you so much for giving us some guidance there last time. I think the consensus was that we're kind of half getting what this is all about. But I think to give us all a concrete example, I'd like for you to talk us through how to upload things to OpenSea. Maybe talk about the marketplaces a little bit, that what that means, what OpenSea actually is, why that's important for artists. And then we're also going to go and do a live purchase on the stream.
All right,
that's a good idea.
Good to me.
So tell us a bit about OpenSea. What is it? Why is it cool? Why should we care?
So OpenSea is probably the most popular NFT marketplace currently. You can upload artworks on there, or anything as NFTs really, and you can sell them there. You can buy them. OpenSea will basically take pretty much any NFT that ends up in your wallet for one reason or another, and it'll display it on there, and it will allow you to list it for sale, transfer it to someone else, for example. And yeah, they recently, a little while ago, can't remember when, a few months for sure, they added the ability to mint your own as those ERC 1155s, which is the lazy minting.
Right.
So you don't pay the gas fee for minting them. The buyer pays the gas fee when they purchase it.
Gotcha. So
it makes it better for the artist.
Thank you for the clarification there. I didn't know this because I'm basically jumping in cold to OpenSea. I thought the ability to upload your own stuff was always there. So you're saying, this is kind of interesting, if I own something already that's in my wallet, the wallet that's connected to OpenSea, I can then also go and hawk that essentially through OpenSea. Anything that I already own in a wallet, I can put up for sale no matter what it is?
Pretty much, yeah. There will be a few exceptions because there have been some spam NFTs and things like that. So OpenSea will often hide those from their platform. We talked a little bit about this before when it comes to like the copyright stuff.
We have indeed.
So yeah, so things like that and spam things, OpenSea will kind of remove them. They can't remove it from your wallet, but they will remove it from their website, so you can't see it, so you can't trade it or anything like that. And therefore benefit the spammer, right?
So also, this is interesting to understand this whole relationship between the Ethereum blockchain and OpenSea. So OpenSea is essentially a website. They're not on the blockchain. They're just a website. And they list items that are on the blockchain. So if there is a thing that we basically report on OpenSea, that we say, hey, this is dodgy, this is plagiarism, this is whatever, and they take it off their website for display, it still is on the blockchain, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Good to know. Steve, thank you for joining us all the way from Australia. Steve's just recently found a house, which is awesome. Good to see you. So good Very early morning to you, Steve. Wonderful. Good to see you. Yes, Cajun Beauty, same here. It is such a total mystery to us. So I think for now, we can, is it safe to say that OpenSea is a little bit like eBay, just for items that live on the blockchain as such?
Similar to that, yeah. I think people have more often compared it to Etsy, because Etsy is more of a creator place, right?
And if you say I can pretty much sell anything, what stuff can I bring to the party that doesn't yet exist? So this is kind of this minting thing that we're going to talk about later. Is there anything that's a digital file that I can upload through OpenSea that's put on the blockchain? Is there a particular file size that I need to be aware of?
Yes. So when you go to, let's actually show that here.
Oh, maybe I should I put you guest full screen like this? Yes, there we go.
Perfect. So you can click on the create button up here on when you're on the OpenSea website, OpenSea.io. Click on create. This one is a current collection that I already have called Ethershits.
Ethershits, I like it. Mature audiences only, by the way.
The story behind this one was it was a bit of a joke, because there was this whole Ether rocks thing that was just pictures of rocks, and there's 100 different pictures of these rocks, and they somehow, for some reason, I don't know why, but they just got super popular and started trading for like hundreds of ETH.
Interesting.
So I'm like, okay, sure. How about Ethershits instead?
Nice.
Anyway,
we'll take a look at that collection later. That's exciting. So it says up there, file size supported JPEG, PNG, GIFs, SVGs, MP4s, WebMs. Thank you for making that bigger. File size 100 megabytes. Okay, so that 2.5 gigabyte video that I've just rendered out, that might not be, OpenSea might not be the right place for that?
Correct. It will not. So OpenSea only allows 100 megabytes as maximum size right now. And that does include both the, let's see, if you were to upload a video, for example, I don't know if I have one on here.
Oh, I have one. We can do that later. I'll do mine later. That's cool.
Okay, perfect. But yeah, if you were to upload a video, it will also ask you for like a thumbnail or for a display image or something like that, in case the video is unable to be shown or doesn't load right away or something like that. You want people to be able to see something. It's like a thumbnail on YouTube, right? And the file size includes both the video and that thumbnail file. Okay. So you have to keep that in mind when you're doing that. But
if I have
different file types.
If I had like say a 20 megabyte PNG image that is already like the largest file size that I can make from my art, then I can just put that in there, and that is what people then will download, right? I don't have to add it again or something. I don't have to have a thumbnail and the unlockable. That's something different. I can just go, if I just sell one picture as an artwork, and just go pop that on there, and that's that.
Correct. Yeah. Images don't require to have that thumbnail image or display image or whatever, but videos will. A GIF might. I can't remember, and I don't think 3D files require those, but I could be wrong in there too.
Okay. But 100 megabytes, I suppose it's safe to say that that's enough for still images, even animations, loopable animations, MP4 files, music files as well, any kind of text file. So I think this is an important thing that we need to remember. It's not just for pictures. It's for pretty much anything that fits that file size. Yeah, JB, the shit is it's a very smart plan, making shit and selling it and making manure and all that, you know? It's very clever. Linus says that's not very big, so that's actually brings up an interesting point then. So if I wanted to NFT my YouTube videos, for example, and they're like easily like a gigabyte, 2 gigabytes for the original file in size, how do I do that? What do I do with those?
So I believe that there are one or more services that can allow you to mint your YouTube videos. I don't really remember them right now, but the other best way to do it would probably be to create your own minting contract and do it on there.
Oh dear,
which
minting
obviously
contract.
It would cost a lot more ETH to do that for the gas fee, for the transaction fee, but you should be able to theoretically upload, I think, almost any file size.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then I can still, once it's on the blockchain, I can still then sell that through OpenSea, right? That'll work.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. it should still show it in there. If it doesn't, sometimes there are different reasons with OpenSea where you kind of have to contact them and tell them, hey, I'm making this contract and I just want it to be able to be seen. It's not some spammy contract or whatever it is. You just want people to be able to see it, and then they can reference it. They've worked with a lot of different projects for doing that kind of thing. And there might be some other functionality if you're doing advanced things with it as well that you'll definitely have to talk to OpenSea with. Is OpenSea free to join? Yes, it is. All you need is a wallet. You don't need to pay anything to have an account. If you do want to sell anything, you will have to pay gas fee.
Once.
If you want to create as this ERC 1155 contract on OpenSea, you only have to pay once, and you can upload and sell as much as you want.
We'll talk about those options.
We'll
talk about those options a little later. Take us through the rest of these things, Nate. So there's a name. I need to give my item a name.
Yep. So let me just slap my item in there.
Oh, cool. You're going to do it for us? That's amazing. Let's do it.
This one, where is it? What?
So Nate's going to actually list his item now. That's very exciting. I'm going to list my item later. I'm going to try and list 2 items actually, so that we get all a little bit of practice on how to do this.
Yes. I apparently did not download it correctly or something, so give me a minute here.
No worries. So yes, it's correct. So there's 2 blockchains that you can list stuff to, and we're going to come to that in the bottom options there in a second. One of them is the Ethereum blockchain, and that costs you that initial gas fee, Steve. If you basically connect your wallet and you want to list your first piece, then you have to pay something along the lines of $200. Depends on what the value of Ethereum is at that moment. I forgot we were paying about $200 something, but that's just once, and then you can list your first piece, and any subsequent piece you list on the Ethereum blockchain is then free to list. But there's another blockchain. It's called the Polygon/Matic blockchain, and that is something that lets you get started completely for free. So Polygon, Nate knows more about this than I do, but Polygon is kind of a secondary blockchain on top of Ethereum, and you have to bridge the Polygon ETH versus with the real ETH somehow. But with that, you can buy and sell a lot cheaper, and you can get started for free. So we're going to talk through both options. I think this one, Nate, are you going to put that on the Ethereum blockchain?
This is, yes.
Okay.
So this is a shit that I asked It's Carolina Da to create for me. She makes all of our POAPs, which everyone here will be getting, and everyone on the Twitch chat. You can send me a whisper and let me know that you were here at this live stream, and I will send you a POAP link. You can also join our
that is so generous
Discord
of you.
link.
My God, thank you, Nate.
Of course.
Thank you, NFT Token Smart. That's amazing.
Yeah, and thank Carolina for the art.
Thank you, Carolina, for the art.
Discord.gg/NFT. You can join there. How our POAPs currently get distributed is you have to be in the voice chat for a certain length of time to then be eligible to claim the POAP. But right now, for you here on Twitch, we're not going to worry about that as much, because it's kind of hard to be both on Twitch and in the voice chat at the same time. So
we will talk once we've uploaded this piece. We're going to talk about what a POAP actually is. That you need to tell us that. But let's mint this piece first. This is called minting. This is kind of the exciting part. You put this thing up and you turn it into something that now lives on the blockchain. It's very, very exciting. Yes, POAPs, we need to talk about this, because I think I was given another one today by the friendly people from Enter the Metaverse, which I've attended. That's interesting. But I don't know what it is, so you got to talk us through that.
I was trying to think of a cool name for this. Carolina, do you have a particular name you would like for your shit?
It is your shit, after all. So while Carolina thinks about it, what are the other things? So external link, is that mandatory that we need to have put underneath the name there?
Nope. A name is mandatory, but external link is not. I'm just trying to go and make sure that I have all the correct things.
Nate's shit collection. I like it. I'm going to buy one later. It's going to be great.
Perfect. I don't think I gave any of these a link.
What is it? I mean, Is it just something? Is it just something
Sorry?
that links to an extended description of the project, something like a website? If you have a collection of 20 pieces, would you then add an external link that people can find out more about it? Is that the external link?
You could, yes. You could. Most people, they have a website for their project, for their NFT project, so you can put that in there, or you could just put your personal website in there, or whatever it is.
Gotcha. Okay. Then underneath the description we have the collection. This is the collection where your items will appear, so you can have multiple collections on your profile. If you're making, I don't know, dog pictures and cat pictures and ape pictures, those would be good for 3 collections, I guess.
Yeah.
You can add different artists to it. That's interesting. Very cool.
Yep. So you can add different properties in here, which I think is pretty neat. A lot of people like seeing all these properties, and then it also kind of gives a bit of a rarity sort of thing to it. Like this one, 26% have this trait, 60% have this trait, so you can do things like that.
How do you, hang on a minute, what's a trait? I don't think I'm up to speed what the trait is.
That's the properties. Sorry, I use the words interchangeably.
So those are but those are essentially arbitrary key value pairs that I give an item, right? I mean, I don't have to. My items aren't brown. My items might be blue and purple, but they might also be round and square, for example.
Yep. You definitely don't have to put them on there at all. Oops. But it can be kind of fun to do.
Does it so the rarity percentage that OpenSea just calculated that you don't put that in, it calculates it from how many of those things are in the collection, right?
Yes.
Interesting. Oh my God.
Oops.
What is Nate typing?
Okay, sorry. I'm typing to Carolina. I'm trying to remind her, trying to get her to give me a name for it. Because I can't think of a name for it right now.
That's a rare poop. That's what I'm thinking.
Rainbow shit or something like that. You know what? That's perfect. No. What did I do? Crap.
Where did it go?
Shit.
Dang.
I refreshed the page. Okay,
Wombat has a square poop.
A rare shit.
Rare shit. Okay, that's good. I like what Linus says as well. Wombat has square poop. That's also nice.
I'll have to make a square shit in there. Okay, so let me just re-add all these things in here.
Julia, welcome. Good to see you. And Mr. Brian, hello. Good to see you. Nate is just typing in new properties for the new thing he's listed. It's a new shit. It's called a rare shit in his Ether Shits collection. Don't think I've said
Rainbow
shit
sparkles.
that many times.
Okay. Rainbow sparkles shit. Perfect.
Rainbow sparkles. I like it with capitals. I like it. Okay.
Carolina decided. Okay, levels. You can put levels in here as well, which is just another interesting little thing that you can add to the NFTs. I haven't really done this one. But you can. It's just something else that you can add to it. What's our guys' Twitch? It is twitch.tv/WP Guru. Stats you can put in here as well if you so choose.
But that's not. These are things you don't have to do that. Can you do these things later? Once you've put your collection online, you think, hey, man, I've forgotten all these exciting things now that I've found out about them. Can you amend that later?
Yes, as long as the item has not been sold yet.
Gotcha.
Once the item has been sold, you cannot. And also, if you choose to freeze the metadata, then you cannot.
Okay.
So once you freeze the metadata, everything that you put on here becomes permanent.
So this is all part of
and you will have to pay a gas fee for that.
And this is all part of kind of the lazy minting process, I suppose, right? That this remains editable before it, once it gets frozen, it's actually physically on the blockchain. And that's when, money changes hands and all that. Explicit sensitive content.
So you can tag it as explicit and sensitive content. For example, if you're uploading sexual things or something like that, right? Which you definitely should if you're uploading things like that. Please. There are parents who come browsing through OpenSea with their children sometimes to see all the cool things. We don't want children seeing stupid crap.
Anything, basically. Then there's also unlockable content. What is that? Content that can be only revealed.
I was just going to get to that. Yeah. So this one is interesting. Because what you can do is you can link to a file or enter text, or you can put basically whatever you want in here. You can't add another file directly, but you can add a link to a file or something. Mm-hmm. So what this means is that only the owner of the item can actually see that. So for example, if you want to put, say, a thumbnail of a video, but you want only the owner to actually see the video, you would upload only an image here. Mm-hmm. And then in here, you would link to the video for the owner to download.
Private link. Gotcha. So,
yeah. Or you can put, like it says, access key, code to redeem. You can put different things in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
And then the supply thing here. So the supply is kind of locked at 1. You can't really do this, but there is a way to do it at the top.
Super, that answers Lioness's question. So by default, when you use OpenSea with the Ethereum blockchain, you can only ever have uniques. So these are literally one-off items. You upload one thing and that'll be literally only available once, be sold once, it'll have one owner. They've locked this in place, so I don't know why they did it. You can append something to the URL that Nate's going to do right now, and then this option that you can sell one piece multiple times will be unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
I can't remember what it is you have to append to it.
Oh, shall I have a look? I think I've posted it on the NFP Discord server, actually.
Perfect. If you have it, yes, please. I can't remember it. Or if someone else has it, please. What do we say that we want it
I will
to
dig
have
it out
5 cents?
And post it in the chat. There's a little help. There's actually a little help article on the... Has it deleted itself? Oh man, I think it's deleted itself. Yes, it's deleted itself, or mod deleted it. What a shame.
I demand a meow shit. Sandy, you need to make me a meow shit. I will ask you if that. I actually meant to ask you about that. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Shit, I like it. I will find it.
Put cat ears on it or something. I made one, but I don't really like it.
I like that Nate has essentially got a team of artists creating his art, and then he goes and lists it. This is exciting stuff. Very cool.
I just asked a bunch of my friends to make one of their own, because I thought it'd be cool and I thought it'd be hilarious. Not everyone did, and that's okay.
Hey, so,
a few people are just busy, but
what you need to append to the URL at the top.
I love you too.
Is !enable_supply equals true.
That's it. Enable. I'm not going to do that now because it'll refresh this again, so I don't need to do that here. But
okay, no worries.
If I go open a new page, for example, in here,
and we do it later. This is going to be a unique shit. It's good. I like it. Enable supply
equals 1 or wait. What is it again?
Enable supply equals true.
Equals true. Enable supply equals true, and now you can come down here and you can edit this, make it as many as you want.
It's a lot of shits.
Wow, please. This would be really dumb. Okay.
That means there's one for every person on the planet. I like it. That's good.
Or more.
Or more.
Yeah. So I think this is good. That's perfect in there. I got the description there, which is just a copy and paste of the description of the project. Mm-hmm. So now we can go create. It'll give you a please wait thing. It might ask you to confirm in your wallet, but probably not, because it probably asks you to sign a message to say that you're online, or that you're logged in. So there we go. It's now created, and here it is. And now we can list it for...
Oh yeah, that's right. This is another thing. So once you upload it, once you create it, once you kind of lazy mint it, it's not for sale just yet. So now kind of comes the part. We're going to talk about this 2 more times. So if you've missed something, don't worry about it. We're going to talk about this again. So Nate's created it. It's now on the blockchain, but it isn't actually for sale yet. So if I wanted to buy it, I can see it on his page, but I won't be able to grab it. So now he's going to list it.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand. I'm just going to leave the duration thing there. It should wait. No, is there? I don't know why the duration thing's coming up. Maybe it's not important.
I think isn't it that it kind of expires after 6 months, no matter what you do, and then you have to relist it. Isn't that how it works?
You should be able to make it just listed for whatever price.
Oh, no okay. What. And then just leave it there forever.
Yeah. But whatever. Doesn't matter. Complete listing. Now here it'll probably come up with a thing to confirm in your wallet. Yes.
Right,
so it's coming
right.
with a signature request. You just click sign, and it confirms it for you. And bam! Now it is listed. View item, and yeah, it ends in 6 months. I don't know why, but whatever.
Yeah, all my pieces end in 6 months. It's one of those things. I thought it was just how they do it. I don't know. Interesting.
I know that, well, because the other ones that I have, they're not listed for 6 months. They're just listed.
They're there forever.
Period.
Oh, okay.
They don't expire. So I don't know. Maybe they changed it or something.
Oh, Gbox had it. They've changed the default to 6 months.
That's dumb. Why would they do that? 5% is the regular amount of royalty. Oh, sorry.
You could have changed that. So I think the maximum that you can get, Linus, is 10%. I've put all mine to 10%, but you can go to 0, so you don't have to pick royalties. But anywhere between 0 and 10 is what you can do.
Mm-hmm. On OpenSea will always take a 2.5% fee.
I was just going to say, what is the service fee?
Yeah.
So this is the amount of money that OpenSea get for providing the website and you know, taking that, just letting people connect, basically. Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Wonderful.
So we have 81 items in there now.
That is, you own quite a lot of items, actually, Nate. That is quite impressive.
I do. I mean, 81 of them are these things. But,
right.
You know.
Hey, that's the collection. But you yourself are the owner of about 1,000 pieces in your collection, right? I mean, you're the owner of 1,000 pieces, if I saw this correctly.
Yep.
Tell you what, let me go bring you back in Vision. Let me browse this website, and then we can see what it looks like for me, and then maybe I can pick a piece that you have made, and then I can go and buy it and see what that is like. I currently don't own anything that I haven't created myself, so it'll be interesting to see what that experience looks like.
Yeah. So I have quite a lot of things.
You have quite a lot of things. So yes, it's a good question. Have you made cash with this, or is it just something? I mean, it's sitting there. It doesn't cost you anything. You must have picked these things up. Were they freebies? Did you buy them? Are you trading them? If you don't mind answering these questions.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot that I have bought or minted myself from Ethershits. I have not sold anything from Ethershits yet. But I have sold a few NFTs, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you one that I did sell. Most of the NFTs I got, I probably did buy or mint myself. I have gotten quite a lot of them for free. And some were given to me or one thing or another. But yeah.
Okay.
I've been here for a few years.
You have indeed, yes.
I have quite a lot.
Let me bring you back in Vision, Nate, quickly, and then I'll go and browse your collection, and I'll see if I can pick something that I can then go and sell. See if I can find the piece that you just created, and then we'll see what happens.
Cool.
Free shit is always good. Yes, I like it.
Moving mushrooms. Is that these ones you mean? The pixel witches? Pixel witches are awesome. Free shit is always good. Always good. Dang right.
Very cool.
Yeah.
My goodness. Okay, let me go see if I can browse this thing with, I think this. Is that what we do? Yes, I think that's what we do. So this is my OpenSea profile, and I have just launched my collection, which is also very exciting. These are things that Julia and I made back in the day, about 15 years ago, and I thought they were ideal as NFTs. So we have about like 50 others of these. I don't know if all of them are going to make it into the collection, but it's certainly an exciting journey for me to do this. So check it out. There's Nate's and my OpenSea URL. They come up underneath our name straps when we're full screen in Vision. So Nate's just OpenSea.io/Dragonate, and I'm OpenSea.io/WP Guru. In fact, let me go to your thing, OpenSea.io Dragonate. So the way these things work is that this is a link to your profile, but then there's also a separate link to your collections, and that'll be something that isn't necessarily known what collections by what creator unless you click on a piece. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Sometimes, yeah. You at the top where it shows collected, favorited, activity, created, you should be able to click on the created, and it'll show all the ones I've created. Right.
Hey, this is how I know that you've collected like 1,000. Collected 1,036. That's quite crazy. Amazing, Nate. You're a collector. And here it is, in fact, Rainbow Sparkles shit. So if I go and click on that, I could buy this now for $50 plus the gas fee. So this is something that we also need to be aware of. If I say, okay, 0.012 ETH is a good price for this, it animates, doesn't it? It animates as well. Woo!
Yeah. Carolina makes really cool animations for these.
Carolina,
the gas
wonderful.
is actually not too bad right now. It's about 90 Gwei.
Is it? What is that? What's a Gwei?
Yeah, we didn't really go over that last time, did we?
No, we didn't.
So a Gwei is like the smallest unit of an ETH that you can make. So
I see.
Whatever it is, like 0.00000 something or other. Now, the gas price, when dealing with the gas prices there, you'll have, let's see if I can, you know what, I will make a simple transaction just to show sending to myself and Lips.
Shame I can't favorite this from the actual page here where the item is listed on. I don't see a favorite thing here. I can see that on the other thing.
Oh, if you scroll at the top, there's a heart above the image.
Oh, there! All right.
There we go.
Favorite.
Yeah.
Why you don't work? It doesn't work. It doesn't like me.
Apparently. Okay, let me just see if I can kind of...
That's what I thought, Lioness. It's not actually as straightforward. So we're going to do this multiple times, and hopefully it'll be much quicker, like the second and the third time around. Yes, nothing is ever straightforward, huh? So to tell you the truth, I had my eye on this one here. I was able to favorite that, which is called Holy Shit. This is something that actually, now that I'm seeing the Rainbow Sparkles shit, maybe I want that instead of the Holy Shit. Holy Shit is kind of cool. I like Holy Shit. I thought maybe I could make that the first piece in my ETH collection, if it actually comes up.
I love it.
Website is a little bit slow at times, isn't it? So I'm just kind of waiting for this.
It can be.
One of those things. Mr. Rod, how you doing? I'm about to either purchase Holy Shit or the Sparkles shit. What do you think? Maybe we should buy both.
It's up to you.
Maybe I'll buy both. I think so. Let me try this one. So if I'm interested in this, I could make you an offer as well. If I'm saying 0.011, that's a possibility. It still costs me $50 in gas fee on top of that, right? Slightly less.
It'll still cost a gas fee, yes. How an offer works, you can make an offer, but you will need WETH or WETH instead of ETH.
Right.
So, yeah, which is wrapped ETH, and basically it's ETH, but it's wrapped as a token. I don't know how to really explain it. It's a token that's equal to ETH, right? Yes. You can wrap and unwrap for the cheapest possible gas price, because it's basically just transferring ETH back and forth. Yes.
I've seen that the symbol is slightly different. If people list something for an auction versus a buy now, the list price for an auction is always a little bit of a different color, and that's always says it's WETH or WETH versus regular ETH.
So that icon you see to the left of the price there, that's gray, that's ETH. If it's red, it'll be WETH. If it's purple, it is ETH on Matic or on Polygon.
Of course, yes. ETH on Matic. I like it. Marie, that is a good question. You do not need an interactive license if you intend to render 2D images out of DAZ Studio. No matter if it's for a 2D animation or for a 2D stills image, you do not need the interactive license. You only need that when you export the 3D geometry for a project, such as you make an Unreal Engine project out of it. That is when the interactive license is required. But if you're rendering a 2D image out of DAZ Studio, you do not need the interactive license. Okay, then let me go and buy this then. So I'm just going to go click buy now, and it says this is an unreviewed collection. Review this information to ensure that is what you want to buy. Ether Shits, yes, I've checked out that collection before. I mean, I can do it again. It's a seriously good collection, which also kind of explains or shows off the interface. So this is now not your profile anymore. This is just the collection, which is kind of cool. Got a little description here. Volume traded, 4 owners. I'll be the 5th owner. It's gonna be great. And these are all the shits. There's shit on fire. This is nice. Sad shit, unhappy shit. Aw, what a shame. Rainbow shit.
I have a whole list of shits that still need to be
You
made.
have so much shit, Nate. That's amazing. I like your shit. It's good. So I'm liking this collection, and I'm thinking, hey, I want to be the proud owner of this. Creators Dragonade, member since October 2019. Total sales, 1 sale. Social links not specified. That's okay. I think I've got your social links. I understand that OpenSea has not reviewed this collection. I want to buy it anyway. And that is the price. Total is that, but we haven't got the gas fee yet. So this is just the fee for your item, and you get this minus 2.5%, right?
Yeah.
So if I go confirm checkout, then I think my MetaMask thing is going to pop up here. This says, hey, this is the balance that I have in my account, and I just need to sign this. But do I get to see? Ding, I don't think I get to see. Oh, there it is. There it is. So gray means this is regular ETH. Estimated gas fee is $141. Jesus, did you say it was cheaper right now? I'd hate to see when it's expensive. This is crazy. So the item itself is actually...
you don't want to know when it's expensive.
So technically, the item itself is cheaper than the gas fee I'm paying to acquire it. That's interesting, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, this is why the gas fees really suck. If you hit
Currently.
reject and you try it now, it might be a bit of a different price because the gas price just went down. It was at 126 when you tried, now it's at 86.
Oh, good. So I just go confirm, check out again. Oh, this is interesting. I'm glad we're going through this now. This is an estimated gas fee is only $108. Yeah, that's right. That's saved me a lot of cash there already.
Cheaper.
Good stuff. So how long can I play this game before they kind of kick me out? Is that something that, you know...
It won't. Gas fees really do freaking suck. The only way that you can end up missing out on this is if someone else ends up purchasing it before you do.
Right. But if I then go and not just wait 10 minutes, but say wait 10 hours or wait 3 hours or so, I could always go and check again and see if it's any cheaper to do this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since this is in the spirit of demonstration, look at that. I think it's gone up now. Now it's 132. This is kind of refreshing itself. I think I might wait one more second, and we'll see if it's less. Then I might go hit the buy button. 123. Okay, 108 was a good deal. Let's see when it comes around.
It was. Yeah.
So I'll go and purchase another item from the Polygon chain, which should be completely gas free. Oh, and also this is
part of the gas gods.
This is another thing. So the gas fee that always applies to the buyer, right? It doesn't apply to the seller. You can sell things and you just get your point whatever ETH minus the 2.5%, but I pay the gas fee.
With these items, yes. With these ERC 1155 items, yes. So when you lazy mint, you don't have to worry about that. If you're selling other things, you might have to pay a gas fee in order to approve it for listing first, if it's from a different collection, for example.
144.
Yeah.
I think I had my chance with 108. That was a good deal.
It's lower though.
It's not according to the MetaMask.
It's fluctuating.
It is, isn't it?
It's fluctuating.
Well, let me go and wait a little bit. I'll try this later.
No problem.
Let me just hope no one snaps this up. I mean, the good thing is I do have another one in your collection that I really enjoy, which is now Carolina DAZ Rainbow Sparkle shit. So this is cool. Hey, look, the favoriting did work. This is interesting, exciting. Sweet. Okay, so I'll stay on this page, and then we'll wait a little bit and see what happens there. So let me try and see if I can follow your instructions, and let me list a piece and see how that goes. See if I remember everything correctly. So I go over here. This is my profile. I go to the top right corner and I say, create. That's it, right? Create new item. Okay, awesome. I go put my thing in here. It's going to be unique. It's going to be another light painting that I'm going to list. I think it's somewhere in Dropbox. So it is Crypto Series. It's a thing called Fire Walk With Me. And it's inspired, of course, by the movie Twin Peaks. And there's about 4 pieces in that. So this is going to be the first one. I'll call this Fire Walk With Me. No, not wait with me. Walk with me.
Cajun Beauty says, I was just telling my husband that watching the gas fee was like watching the stock market. Darn right. You get obsessed watching the friggin' things. Like, when sell, when transact.
I wonder if that is also why this whole collector market is just so hip at the moment, because people get addicted to buying things on eBay. I can see how they get addicted to buying digital things just like it. Especially ETH is not something you can really spend in the real world. So if you have it sitting there, then who cares really if it's that much more or that much less? It's kind of, if you're buying virtual item with virtual currency. It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
It is actually possible to use cryptocurrency to buy real life items and stuff too. Some places accept it. I think Newegg actually accepts crypto.
Oh, really?
For example.
That's exciting.
I think so.
I was going to say, we're not all in El Salvador, where we can just buy coffee with Bitcoin. Description, that is a good question. What did I...
Newegg was just an example.
I'll call it light painting, inspired by the movie Twin Peaks, created with long exposure photography and, I believe, candles or LED lights. I don't actually remember. We'll just call it that. Collection, now this is interesting. It depends on the... So I already have the Kinetic Light Paintings collection, and all the
Brian
pieces...
says you have the name wrong.
Really? What have I done? Fire walk with me. Yeah, absolutely. With me. There we go. Thank you so much, Brian. This would have been a disaster on the blockchain. Appreciate that. Oh, Lioness even. And Brian, my goodness. So if I pick a collection, your collections, they can be managed from here, from my collections. I think, so this collection only contains pieces that are on the Ethereum blockchain, not on the Polygon blockchain. And I think that's how it'll have to be. So if I wanted to list this one as not Ethereum, but Polygon, I don't think I can do it because it is it has to be in a different collection in that case. Is that correct? Maybe not.
I don't know. You're just creating an asset currently, so you're not creating this one in a particular collection.
Oh, good point. It'll just put it in there, but it's not that thing. It makes more sense when it comes up for sale.
You can choose a collection right there. Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Absolutely.
Cool. I don't actually know what would happen if you tried minting under that collection, but on Polygon instead of ETH. Might be interesting to try. Should
we try it? Let's try it. See what happens. We can always delete it because that doesn't cost anything on here, unlike Rarible, where it costs you something to delete a piece. Just keep that in mind. I've tried that, and I have a couple of pieces on Rarible, and I thought, well, I'll just delete them and put them back on OpenSea. No, but that is now when they charge me. I could get started for free on Rarible, but now they're saying I need to pay in order to get rid of them on there. This is also interesting. On the Polygon blockchain, I can type in a supply. So actually, there we go. So I can't type in a supply. Whereas when I do this on the regular Ethereum, that is grayed out. Interesting.
Linus, the contract, or the, what is it? NFT standard. It doesn't show it on here for some reason. I guess it would be kind of nice for them to have that distinction on there that these are 1155s and maybe a little link to information about what those are. That would actually be really good to give as a suggestion for them to add. But it doesn't say on there, but you know that these are 1155s because you're creating via their contract, what is it? Let's see. For example, on Rarible, you can choose. You can choose to mint under the Rarible contract, or you can choose to mint as a 721. So they have that distinction. OpenSea doesn't, because right now I don't think they allow you to make a custom contract via OpenSea with 721s. So it's just automatically 1155s.
Interesting. So that's my piece. I have it. Now I can go and sell it, right? It's exciting.
Yep.
Fixed timed auction. ETH is good, right? I can't change that anymore. Gotcha. Amount, right? That's always the hardest part here.
if you want to know how to change what token you can sell it in, when you're creating your collection, you should be able to choose different tokens that you can accept as payment, and then you can choose those under here when you're selling.
So this is another thing here. I can't change my creator royalty anymore because that is something that is set in the collection. Interestingly.
You should be able to. You can edit the collection, I think, and then you can change it in there.
The collection, that's true, but then doesn't that royalty would change for all the pieces in the collection, right?
Yes.
I'm happy keeping it at 10%. This is good. I love it. So how much should we sell this for then? How much do you think we could sell it for? 3,000 ETH. I like it.
I don't know,
yes, that would be $12 million. That's actually going to sort me up for the next 12 months or so.
Is that it?
Okay, let's say 30,000 then. That's 126 million. That's amazing. Crazy. So I'm thinking, I think the Senator Greaves was saying that he puts most of his pieces on for 0.08 or 0.05 if they're multiples. So I suppose depending on how desirable and how rare your pieces are, I suppose we might want to go a different route. So if these are uniques, if these are one-offs, then perhaps I want to go a little bit higher. That's possible. I don't know. I guess it's hard to say. I think I might go with 0.05. Is that a cool idea? It's still $211. So I'm thinking, I might try that.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
I think so too, Julia. It is actually very, very cool. But then the thing is, what you mustn't forget also, Cajun Beauty, and this is something that wasn't quite clear to me when I looked into this for the first time. I might not care about the initial sales value. I might just be very happy for it to go for a low value and then go and wait for somebody else to resell it for a much higher price. Because that means I still get a cut off that, and that second, third, fourth sale might make me more money than the first initial sale. So very interesting. That's all I have to do, and go complete listing, and that's that. It's kind of crazy good, isn't it? Oh, initialize your wallet. Yada yada yada. I don't have to do anything. I have to just sign it.
So that initializing your wallet is that first gas fee thing, but yeah.
Right. Yes. At one point, exactly. It'll the first time I did this, it said, you need to charge this. This is now just going. Just use your wallet to go. Yep, that's you. And go for it. Woohoo! There it is. View item. Awesome. New piece dropped today. Ha ha.
Chris used to sell your NFT.
Yes, me too, Lioness. Me too. I'd love for them to sell that. So now I can go and cancel the listing, edit the listing, or lower the price. Interesting.
So, Rod Shelley, it is all on OpenSea. It is all cryptocurrency that you get paid in. However, it does generally show the fiat value of it. But it is all in crypto.
Yeah, so this is the crypto value, Rod. Yeah. This is the regular ETH, and this is what that currently is in US dollars, which is what we call fiat currencies. I don't know why one's named after, a car manufacturer from Italy. I don't really get that. One of those things. So, hey, this was awesome. Let me try to list something on the Polygon blockchain just for a laugh, because I don't think I've done that before, and it's something that's now. Let me go show you what I'm about to list. It's going to be a new collection, so let's go and create a new collection for that. I think, if I remember where that was, it was here. This is it. This was a dress that Daniel has made. Daniel, aka Jet Set Geometry, and he has created this in Clo. And I thought I'm going to go and take this into Substance Painter, put some funky materials on it, and then go and put deforce on it so that we can use it in DAZ Studio. Of course, it didn't work. But then while we did this on stream, I thought, Brian said, hey, why don't you NFT it? And I think that's a great idea. Brian likes it already. So if I'm going to list this on the Polygon blockchain, I'd like for that to have multiple owners now. What are your suggestions there? Should I have this so that there's like 5 owners, 10 owners? Can I make it that I mint this so that there's 10 copies, but I only release 2 at the moment? Is that possible?
Yeah, you could definitely do that. So even if you list 2 copies, maybe I should show that. Let's see here.
Yeah, show that. Shall I share your screen?
Yes, please. I'll bring my page back.
And that'll be...
Okay.
Guest screen, that's the one.
Ignore that one. Dragon's experiments. Ignore that one in the middle.
Dragonate's experiments, I like it.
Okay.
Dude, Brian,
So
I think that's the title. Fashion Explosion, I like it. You've named it.
Let's see here.
Marie, thank you. I didn't notice.
Junko.
What are we showing?
One. Perfect.
Oh, wow.
It's another explosion of crap. Okay. Blah, blah. 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 Perfect. The most beautiful thing you can make.
Gonna make you a lot of cash.
Oh,
there we go. It remembers.
Oh, is it already there? Wait.
I guess it just remembered the URL.
Oh.
Enable supply true. Pop it in again.
Let's try actually showing a video, even though this isn't going to be quite correct. So I'll put video in there, then ask for preview image. Let's put this there. It's not the same thing. It doesn't matter. This is a test bowl garbage, so who cares?
I like it.
Blah. Blah. Okay. No, not under collection ether shits. Dragonate experiments.
Experiments. Multiple collections is the way to go.
Supply. So let's make it 10.
10, yes.
And
Rod wants one. I want one. Brian wants one. So.
Should I try this on the Polygon or on ETH?
Why don't you try it on Polygon? That's a good idea.
Sounds good.
See if you can put it in, because your other experiments in that collection, they're all on the Ethereum blockchain, aren't they?
They are.
Interesting. Oh my god.
I didn't have Polygon minting at the time. I'm so into blah. I want one. We all want one. Well, there's 10 here you can never buy, because I don't know if I'll ever actually list it for sale.
I like the video. No, this is good stuff. I need one of those.
I was trying to make filters for masking stuff in YouTube for certain things.
Cool.
Okay, so we now have 10 of these. What did I do?
The white screen of death.
So when you have multiple of these, you and you choose to list them, they used to actually make it much more difficult, because it used to, I think, just kind of come up with automatically all of them at once, and you had to make sure that you listed only one at a time, because otherwise, like, so some people got into trouble with this because they listed all of them, like the entire amount of whatever they minted for, like, I don't know, 0.02 or whatever. So all like 50 copies for 0.02 entirely, not 0.02 each, 0.02 just for all of it.
Oh.
And so people were quite upset with that kind of thing. And the unfortunate thing is, even, and this is on ETH, so it was even worse. And the unfortunate thing there is, in order to cancel the price, you have to pay a gas fee. I don't understand why.
And that's only for multiples.
Yeah.
Bizarre stuff.
No, to cancel the price for any listing, you have to pay a gas fee.
Okay.
So
okay.
That might be another reason why they made the default duration 6 months, because
so you can just do nothing and let it run out.
Their mind or whatever. Yeah, and yeah, and then this way they don't have to have it locked in for that long. So. But now, yeah, you just choose 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever it is, right? But one of them, you can list it for, I don't know, let's see here.
So you've created it with a quantity of 10 in the piece, like in the NFT, but you're now listing only 1. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't care if it's below the fuller price. And then we go complete listing. Now this one is on on Polygon, so it's a little bit different. But it should be relatively the same. You just sign a message. And
you don't pay anything. Even you're listing it on Polygon, you don't now pay another initialization fee or whatever. You don't do that.
Correct. It might be different if I haven't initialized a wallet. So I could potentially try with a wallet I haven't minted anything from, or haven't initialized before, a brand new wallet, and see if that does anything. But
I wonder if, no, I don't think it does, because some of my friends, some of my friends tried this, and they said, no, you can get basically started completely for free. If you're minting with Polygon, it doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to, you're initializing your wallet, but it's with basically zero cash. I think the interesting bit is if I were to now try and buy your Polygon piece, that means I have to convert or bridge, I suppose, some of my regular ETH into Polygon ETH, so that I can then go buy it with Polygon ETH or something.
Correct.
Can you talk us through what this means? What is Polygon? Why is it still Ethereum?
So Polygon is a side chain on the ETH mainnet. So ETH mainnet is mainnet. That's the big thing. And there are a bunch of different test nets as well, where on those test nets, the ETH that you get, you can often get like, I don't know, 15 ETH on there just by making a tweet, right? Okay. It's valueless. You can't that's not actual, it doesn't have actual value. It's just for testing with. And then there are a bunch of other different chains. Let me go and find the thing in here.
Please don't tell us about more chains. But one's enough. Ethereum, and then Polygon is the side chain. Jesus, I'm so glad we're recording this, because last time I watched our previous show about 2 more times. One for adjusting the audio, another one to put the thumbnails to the chapter points in. And you know, it's funny, you rewatch this and the stuff you mention that I didn't hear the first time around, it's kind of crazy. So put it all out there, Nate. It's cool.
Okay.
Chainlist.
So you can go to chainlist.org, and you will find every side chain that exists.
So side chains, those are...
I don't know what 98% of these are, okay?
But these are not Ethereum as such. They exist on top of Ethereum.
Yes, these are all side chains. I have no clue what the majority of these are. XDAI is what the POAPs are on. We have the Binance Smart Chain, and then there's Matic or Polygon. You can also search up here, which is nice.
Dodge is actually a side chain of Ethereum. Is that right? I had no idea.
I have no clue. Well, it can be, but
my God, it can be. That's terrible. How are you going to understand this?
I don't know 90% about any of this crap that's on here. Okay?
Thank you, Linus. I appreciate that.
We'll focus on Binance Smart Chain, the Polygon mainnet, and on XDAI. Those are the ones I know about. And then there's 2 others as well that are becoming a little more popular, but right now, meh. So Polygon mainnet. So you can come here and you can connect your wallet, and then you can just quickly add to MetaMask. It makes it much easier.
Oh, really?
Thank God for whoever it is that sent me this link.
Chainlist.org. How exciting.
Chainlist.org, yeah.
Chainlist. And so now that you've connected your wallet to the Polygon mainnet, have you got bridged ETH already, or would you have to do that next before you make a purchase?
So just connecting doesn't give you any ETH, but in your wallet you can switch to the Polygon mainnet.
Right.
And the main token on there instead of ETH is Matic. But ETH can still be on there, and ETH is still valued as ETH. It's still the same value. Bridging will take quite a large gas fee, as far as I know.
Okay.
Which really sucks.
Yes, but it's only once per bridging, isn't it? So if you bridge like a large amount, then you can go, and whatever you've bridged, you can then go spend without gas fees, I suppose.
Yes. Well, not necessarily without gas fees, but the gas fees on Matic or Polygon are so much lower.
Yes, I've heard that. It's like literally nothing. I've heard that. It's which is why it's a great idea to just get started on Polygon, I suppose, rather than on the Ethereum mainnet.
Yeah,
because it doesn't cost any.
Sorry.
Because it doesn't cost anything for us to initialize the wallet with cash either. So if you want to if Rod wants to get started tonight and he is not a fan of spending $250 just to get started on the Ethereum mainnet, he could just get started completely for free with Polygon.
Yep. And then the XDAI chain is, you can use it for minting NFTs as well, but OpenSea doesn't quite support it yet. But it is another popular one for a few different things, and it's becoming more popular. The gas fees on that one are basically null.
Right.
You quite literally don't have to worry about it. It costs you like $0.0001.
Let's just, you know what? Let's just try it out. So I know an artist who is in fact on the. Is it this? No, this is it. I know an artist who has work for sale on the Polygon chain. I mean, aside from you, it is actually somebody from our group, which is of course Cake One. She makes amazing renders, and this is her profile here, the only Cake One on Twitter. She makes amazing promo renders for DAZ, and she's listed 5 pieces here that I may have found, and they're all, I believe, on the Polygon chain, which is indicated by this little purple thing here. This is not quite for sale yet, but these are for sale. So if I wanted to buy this, what happens? Can I afford that? So that's actually expensive. I could make her an offer, I guess. I just want to see what happens if I were to go and try this. So make offer. Would that mean I'd need to do this with ETH or something?
Because it's on the Polygon chain, I don't think so. Because on Polygon, ETH is already its own token.
All right.
Not a main coin, basically. So
right.
it should just use Polygon ETH.
I'm not sure if I have enough to afford that. I'm not sure how ETH rich I am. So maybe I'll go make an offer. And can I even do that? This is an unreviewed collection. I'm totally happy with that. Glad that they let me do that. So I'm gonna offer her. Oh, see, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I can't do it because I haven't got anything bridged. That's probably why, isn't it?
Yeah.
So purple means it's ETH, but it's Polygon ETH. It's not the WETH.
Yeah.
So add funds. This is then the next thing I'd have to do. Deposit from an exchange or buy with a card. Oh, so I have to buy it. But then I thought I could just bridge whatever I have, because this isn't going to work for me. Neither of these can work for me.
Yeah, you can bridge it. It's just you will have to pay the gas fee, which is going to be a huge pain in the arse.
Okay.
But, so maybe I should go show what the bridge is.
Show us what a bridge is. Yes. Let me go put you back on screen here. There we go.
Where is it?
Really appreciate you taking the time to talk us through this.
No problemo.
Yes, Rod, you could absolutely do that. The TNA collection, every single page, it's a unique thing. You could even upload every single image that you've made from the series. That is also possible. How then, I mean, this is another thing that the Linus was asking, how then do we get people to go there and buy stuff? And I suppose that is the big thing in any kind of marketing that requires us to just go and do the marketing for that. It's all fair and square with buy my shit. So it's all fair and square with people who go and provide us with a shopping cart type link. But the problem is, of course, sending traffic there. I suppose that's kind of the big thing. In fact, let me go and while you're searching that, let me go and try and list my thing here, my animation on the Polygon chain in a new collection. Let me try that. So I'll go back to OpenSea, and because this is a new collection I want to make, maybe I'll go and just create another one. Can I go and create? Let's go to my collections first. See what a collection looks like. So this is my light paintings collection. But if I want to list something like the fashion explosion, I'll go and create myself a new collection. I could go and put a logo image on here and a featured image, neither of which I have, and a banner image, which neither of which I have. Maybe I will go and not do that. I have to have a logo image. I think I can probably find one. Let's say. I don't think I have one. Maybe I'll put this on. That's good. That's perfect. This is my logo now. Great. Don't need to have a featured image. I can do that later. And what am I going to call that collection? Something like, so this has to be unique for the whole for the whole OpenSea marketplace, so that it has a unique name. So I can't call it light paintings because people have got that already. So it goes and checks the name's already taken. I could call it light paintings 2. That's probably going to work, but that's going to be lame. So I'm going to have something with animations. I bet if I just call it animations, that's animations. That is also not allowed, because people have it already. So should I call it Jay's Animations? Should I call it, even better, 3D Shenanigans? There we go.
Perfect. Love it.
Shenanigans. Did I spell that correctly? Come on, that can't be gone. That's already gone! That's terrible!
What?
That's terrible. Somebody has that already. How about Jay's 3D Shenanigans? How's that? That's better. That's better. Jay's 3D Shenanigans. Yes, that is still available. And customize the URL on OpenSea must only be for Will that work? This URL is valid, but the name 3D Shenanigans is not. Curious.
Marie Princess, considering that the gas fee is because of the computational effort the network needs to perform for the transaction and nothing to do with the value of the product, like a regular tax, does that mean if I buy something for free, I still need to pay the gas fee still? Under most circumstances, yes. Yeah. This is the reason why gas fees are literally the bane of the Ethereum existence.
Right.
However, they are moving towards ETH2, which will be proof of stake. And everyone is hoping and praying that the gas fees will be so much better once that switch is made. Because it won't need all the proof of work. It won't need that computational blah blah anymore with graphics cards.
See, this is the interesting thing. So I can go and pick a category for the collection. This is different to the ones that I've used on my other collection. Art, trading cards, collectibles, sports, and utility. That's it? How lame is that? I mean, in my case, it's art, but where the other 27,000 categories that they could potentially have, they only have 5.
Yeah, they will likely end up putting more in there. I'm surprised gaming isn't on there.
Indeed.
But that probably falls under utility.
So then here, royalties, I suppose I'm going to go with 10%. Yep. Your payout wallet address, that's my wallet essentially, right? The MetaMask wallet.
Yep. You can set it to whatever address you want. So if you want, some people use one wallet for minting these collections and another wallet for their main stuff.
Oh, I see.
So you could have all your royalty payments go to a different wallet than what you're minting with.
Okay, interesting. Righty.
And then there are the payment tokens. You can start, if you wanted to, you could search under there, like for example, DAI, which would be a stable coin. One DAI is $1 and you could accept that as payment as well, for example.
What? I'm sorry. I think you've lost me. I've lost you there.
Right where your cursor is. Yeah.
Okay.
So DAI's at the very top, USDC, and they have a bunch of other different tokens on there.
Oh my
so
God.
you can choose what tokens you want to accept.
That's good.
If you don't really care and you just basically want to keep it simple and leave it as ETH, leave it as ETH. You can put DAI in there as well as a stable coin, but ACDC.
Are these the sidechains you were talking about?
No, those are all just different tokens.
What's a token then? I thought a token was. I think maybe I haven't quite figured out what a token is. What happens if? Okay, go on.
A token is basically another currency on a blockchain. Some of them have value, some of them don't. Anyone can make an ERC20 token, but that doesn't necessarily mean it has any value. And there are plenty of them out there that don't have any fiat value to them because there's no liquidity for them anywhere.
Right.
Some of them are basically made and then they're kind of forgotten. Some of them are made so that they specifically have a particular utility and nothing really else. And it is still possible if that token that doesn't have any fiat value is listed in here under OpenSea's tokens that you can choose from, you can still choose to get a valueless token for your work. It's up to you.
So,
I personally don't recommend it, but it is up to you.
So if I don't know DAI, right, and I just put it in here, Does that mean people can pay me in DAI instead of ETH? Is that what it means?
Yeah. Yep. So what this means is that you can list
multiple?
an item for DAI, or people. Yeah. You can add as many as you want, I think. So you can list your items for DAI in this case. Then, now that you chose it there, or people can make you offers in DAI. But if there's a token that someone wants to use that you don't have listed on here, I don't believe you will be able to list for it, nor will anyone be able to offer you that token for it.
Gotcha.
You can only offer and you can only list for whatever you put in here.
Whew.
Oh, token.
So would you recommend I put DAI in? Is this DAI good stuff? Should I do this? Is good shit, Nate?
DAI is a stable coin. So yeah, you can. So
what does this mean? Stable coin?
It won't be subject to price fluctuations, really. So one DAI equals $1.
Do you know what I really wanted to do is not actually use Ethereum at all. I was going to use the Polygon chain for this, don't I? So can I do this again? Oh yeah, DAI on Polygon. That works.
Yep.
What's
ones on there too, yeah.
What's USDC? Is that good stuff as well?
Yeah, USDC is another stable coin.
Let's add them all. I mean, I don't mind. Let's give people options here. This is good stuff. It's not explicit. So, but because this is still the collection that I'm creating, this is now valid for every piece I'm selling through this collection, right?
Correct. It should be, yes.
So I can't put something in the collection and not accept Polygon.
I will say that my Dragon Age Experiments collection thing there that I minted the blah under.
Yes.
It does work under that collection. So you can have both ETH and Polygon things under the same collection.
Okay, in the same collection. Okay, interesting. Yep. So I might just make this in Polygon, and then we'll see if I can I move something from one collection to another. That should be possible, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. So if I go on these are 3D shenanigans, awesome. I'll go and add an item now to this collection, my second collection. Image, video, audio, or 3D model, awesome. So this is going to be the fashion explosion that I can't remember.
You can. I'm wrong.
Oh, really?
You can change the collection. Again, as long as, I think, it hasn't been purchased yet. However, it may be possible to change otherwise, because I don't think necessarily the collection is tied to anything on chain. So I don't know.
I'm going to sell the WebM version of this.
Token.
There we go. Preview image. Do I need to provide that, or can it figure this out from the video?
No, you'll have to provide a preview.
I have to provide it. Okay, I don't think I have one, so let me just go and make that from the video. I suppose that's not a problem. We've got Photoshop open. That's all awesome. Let me go and open the.
To show the bridge thing while you do that.
Do you know you can do that? Let me go and put your screen up here. Perfect. Aha.
Okay, so this is a Polygon bridge. There are a couple different ones. I can't remember which one it was that Polygon had themselves. This might be it. It might have just migrated here, but this one is wallet.polygon.technology, and then they have a bridge, transaction, swap for gas token. So what this means here is you can swap from whatever token you want to directly to Matic on the Matic chain.
So this is essentially a little bit like a bureau de change, right? Back in the day when we had multiple currencies, when I come with US dollars to Canada and I go to a bureau de change and I say, hey, it's $100, can I have Canadian dollars for that? Then they will do that for a fee, and that's that, right? This is a little bit like that, right? I come with Ethereum to the Polygon bridge. They go, okay, thanks, here's now Polygon ETH for that. Yeah.
There are on-ramp payments as well. So you can purchase using MoonPay, for example, which you can use your credit card for, or any of these other options here. But if you're just wanting to bridge, you would come into here. You would have to make sure that you are on the mainnet thing, which I am currently, and then you would choose like how much ETH you want to bridge over, right? So in my case, I could say like 0.01, for example, to the Polygon chain, and then you would hit transfer, blah, blah, blah. Continue. So this is an estimation of the total gas required for this transaction. You'll actually know the full amount when it goes to your wallet for you to confirm. But currently, to complete the deposit, looks like it's going to be about $98. I'm not actually doing this right now because I don't really
No, but it's good to know that there's also a gas fee involved. That's good to know. So a gas fee is involved, but it's it's okay. Good to know.
Unfortunately, as well, when withdrawing.
Oh yes, it's the other way around. It's going to be another gas fee.
There will, unfortunately. I didn't know this. I've never. I've bridged over, but I've never bridged back. And then people are telling me like, oh, there's like a large gas fee for bridging back. I'm like, what? But it should be free, shouldn't it? No, apparently not.
This is interesting to know. So you think you're getting something for free, or you think you can list things for free and you can trade for free, and that's all correct. But then, buyers and sellers will be hit by the fact that you will have to go bridge and unbridge if you ever want to take things out again. Do you think I can swap Polygon bridged ETH directly into fiat currency, or do I have to go via ETH to do that?
I actually don't know. It might be possible depending on what exchange or whatever you use. If you use a particular exchange that does support the bridged token, then theoretically you should be able to go on there and sell it for fiat. But I don't really know. I haven't really used too many exchanges.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much for letting us know that, Nate. This is good. I didn't know this. So this, of course, then brings up the question: what am I going to do with my fashion explosion thing? I made a little thumbnail here, which is kind of cool. So I'll go call it Fashion Explosion. Give it my website as a link here, and give it a nice description that I might change later. Happy little accident that that happened with one of Daniel's dresses. So I might amend that later. Goes in the correct collection. I don't really know about the properties and levels and stats. That is something that I need to think about. And then I can pick...
You don't have to do those if you don't want to. They're kind of more just for fun or just for extra things that you can put on there.
And they're arbitrary as well. So it's like character and male. Is this arbitrary what I put under type and name here, isn't it?
Yeah, it could, like I said, it could give a thing more value because of rarity. So if you have like a bunch of different things that are very similar, like the shits, right? You can kind of define different properties for each one so that people can see, how rare is this one, or but yeah.
What does that say? Sorry. My producer's coming in with notes. It's exciting. So I'm not going to do the properties here. That's okay. And this is where that is, Linus. So this is the supply here that I need to decide how many of these are available. So maybe I'll go and say 10. And this is only available when I'm on the Polygon blockchain. If I'm going back to Ethereum, this goes to 0. So I don't really know. Should I list this under Polygon or not?
Up to you.
Julia says no. Okay, wow. Thank you so much. Somebody just signed up on Patreon for $15. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Woohoo, this is good. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. So Julia reckons I shouldn't do it. What do you guys think? Let me have your thoughts. Should I leave this on Polygon? Or should I put it on on the regular blockchain? I'm thinking I like the idea of trying it out on Polygon. One of those things. What are your thoughts? Linus says ETH. All your things are on ETH, Nate, except for it's great.
Also mine, yeah.
So Linus and Julia say ETH.
They didn't have Polygon minting at the time that I was doing anything with it, and I haven't done anything for a few months. So
I like it.
For sure, keep it on ETH.
Let's keep it on ETH.
Other things on Polygon maybe later on, and
why don't we try that? So let me try this this supply thing here. So I need to go up here, and did I say question mark? What did I say again? What it was? Supply enable equals true or something like that.
Slash question mark enable supply equals true. Enable underscore supply equals true.
Righty, enable, which is totally lame that they just didn't put it on the freaking web interface. I don't know. Yeah. Enable supply equals true. And like you found out, if I do this, then I have to go and re-upload all the bits and pieces here. Man! Yeah. Dang, brother, that's cold. But yeah, now it works. So I make 10. Upload everything again. No worries. We've got the time.
Yeah. I will say in Tokasmart, in about 30 minutes, there will be another event. So.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we're going to be ready by then. Did I put, was that the WebM? Or did I put the MP4 out? I can't remember. It's okay, either way will work fine. This one was here, so it will be there. And this was called Fashion Explosion. This is extremely lame on the interface. I must say that you have to hack in some URL here. Then when you do that, everything goes away. I'm not a big fan of that. Gotta be perfectly honest.
They didn't really intend for people to be making multiples in this at this time, or apparently for the last 6 months. So I don't know why they haven't just enabled it, and they have this like secretive thing, but you know.
So the thing is,
they've only made millions of dollars from the site. You can't expect them to add a check mark, right?
The thing is, it's a company that was founded in 2019. Let's not forget that. So in crypto time, that might be forever ago, but you know, 2019, a business that started in 2019 that is currently valued at 10 billion US dollars. Not too shabby. Of course, you have a little bit of a teething problem with your web interface. Let's just see where this goes in the future, shall we? So great, there's Fashion Explorer. I've misspelt it. Man, this is just...
How dare you?
Fashion Explosion. Happy little accident with one of Daniel's dresses. There.
Well, we'll just use the classic excuse for everything in this space when there's an issue with anything. It's early days.
It's early days, yes, absolutely. Success!
I'm honestly getting sick of hearing it.
It's such a shame that it now doesn't go to the actual item again. I just have to go and find it myself, I guess. No problem. Where is it? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not... I don't like this interface, you know. Where's my item?
Oh, it might take a couple of minutes sometimes for it to show.
Also, sometimes, this is the other thing I've noticed, sometimes it lists, so you create an item and it comes up with multiple copies of the same item just because the web interface totally sucks. And it's just you know, the way the cookie crumbles. If I go, I can't actually sell it now because it's just not here. Hey, that's bizarre. While we wait the couple of minutes, maybe I'll go and try to buy your holy shit again. I'll see if what the gas fee is right now. Because, you know, that's kind of what I wanted to do. Buy now, see what happens.
Right now, the gas fee is under 100. Not dollar. Oh, it just spiked to 100. And that's not dollars.
50 bucks. So, yeah. Confirmed checkout. Let's see what happens.
We'll see. Please don't be too shitty of a price for the shit.
112.
Bye.
That's kind of close to the 108, so I might just go and confirm this. Just see 139. Oh, I was just gonna press it. God damn it!
Yeah.
This is driving me nuts now because, you know, this is just... So that's where gas-free buying would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Yes. It did just go down a little bit again.
Did it now? Only by a $5 though. And look, it went up again by a $5. Oh dear, that's uncool.
Good lord.
This is the I think somebody on the NFP server said that the other day. What is 6 months, what is 2 years in real life is kind of 6 months in the NFT space. This is exactly what this is like. Make a decision in about 1 second. 110! Confirm, buy now! Wood, you just purchased. Holy shit. Please. It should be confirmed on the blockchain shortly. Okay, processing stuff. This is exciting. I'm totally getting a thrill out of this.
Perfect.
Not so much out of the OpenSea web interface, which sucks. Gotta be perfectly honest with that. How are people buying and selling so much stuff? Do people get access to the good interface once you're verified or something? Transaction confirmed.
As far as I know, no.
View on Etherscan. Shall I do that?
It is expensive, guys. Yeah, I agree.
34 seconds ago.
It'll show what your actual transaction fee was, which looks to be $80.
Oh, wow, I saved money. This is cool.
Yeah.
So it wasn't actually 120 or 110 at all. It was only, where did you see this?
Scroll down on that page a little bit, and then where it shows transaction fee.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay,
so the nice thing, the ETH blockchain recently got an upgrade to it while we wait for ETH2 to come out. They did this thing which kind of helps with gas fees and stuff, although apparently not very much, but whatever. It was a little bit. And what you can do now is when you make a transaction, you can actually edit the suggested gas price. And for a lot of things, not necessarily everything, but for a lot of things, it now has this thing where it has max gas fee, which is the max amount that you'd be willing to pay, and you can edit that. Sometimes MetaMask likes to complain at you and tell you that, oh, that's too low for blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, screw off, just let me do what I want to do. I don't care if it gets stuck forever, just let me do it. It's a constant struggle. But yeah, so it is possible to edit the maximum gas price that you're willing to pay, and it will kind of automatically fluctuate depending on current gas prices.
I'm super excited about this. Tokens transferred from that's you to that's me, right? I'm thinking. Is that your wallet address? Can you tell from the 400 million digits there? It's yours. I like it. So then if I go to my profile, it should show up there as I'm the owner, right? I'm thinking. No, that's where that is.
Look,
where is it? Oh, there! Holy shit! It's mine! Whoa, this is great. So if I go onto that list, this is exciting. You're very welcome, Nate. Of course. Sell it, 5 ETH, instantly, like turnaround time of. But I suppose you could. This is how you can literally make a living, right? You just buy stuff, you just flip it, and then
Some people do that.
Collection of shits on the blockchain. This is awesome. All right, from Dragonade to you. Oh my god, I own artwork on the blockchain now. This is so exciting. A murder. Yes, me too. The good thing I find that for us artists is we don't really lose out by just putting it out there. Once it's out there, let the market decide if it's something that's worth exploring or not. But hey, this is nice. Thank you, Nate. This is awesome.
Welcome. Thank you as well.
Do so let's go just before we quit there. Let's see if I go. Where's my thing? That's me. I'll go back to my profile because I think that animation was showing up here times 10. Excellent. So that's where that is. Let me go and try now. I can try and sell it. Let me try that. So now that I've minted multiples here, I can go and say I can release 3, right? For only ETH.
I'm not sure what happens when you do that. I would personally list 1 at a time.
Oh, okay.
Just to avoid the potential of having 3 listed in one bundle, basically.
Right. I'm going to go list this for 0.01. That's a good price, right? $40. Perfect. I've seen a tweet today. Somebody was asking what's out there for under $50. Had I had that link already, it would have been great to send him that.
You spelled fashion.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Julia just said I spelled fashion wrong. I'm really, really glad you said that. I thought I had it. Totally didn't have it. Man, this is just so boring, isn't it? Let me go and edit this.
Fasahan.
That's actually the title that I meant, Fashion explosion. Did I spell explosion correctly? Gotcha. I like it. Thank you so much for letting me know all these things because, spelling...
Yeah.
It's not my forte. I like blaming the keyboard, but really it's just me typing too fast. Okay, good. Let's go and mint this.
That's not yours.
So if I go and list 1, I can go and then list another one. I can do that, right?
Yes. This will become very tedious, obviously, but from my perspective, I think it would be safer than having all 10 of them listed for 0.01.
No, absolutely. I totally agree with that. And then once you've done it, then it costs you money to actually pull the listing. So no, I totally understand why not do that. So I suppose you hinted at something earlier that was there we go. Perfect. You hinted at something earlier. Let me go bring you back into full vision here, that you can create contracts elsewhere and then basically import them into OpenSea. That's something that's probably going to be out of the scope of something that we're discussing, but it's good to know that that is there, because I have a feeling that's probably how the DAZ guys would mint their stuff. They probably don't use this crapo web interface to list stuff. They probably have a different solution that then takes into consideration things like white lists and preferential prices and all that, right?
Yeah, it looks like they do have it set up that way, yes.
Interesting. Do you know anything about that, just out of curiosity? Like, do you know anything about how to do that? Is that something that is, would you recommend that to aspiring artists, especially if you have a large back catalog? Is that something we should be looking into?
I would recommend it, but I do not know anything about it personally, because you would have to be good at coding and maybe not good at coding, but you do have to know some kind of coding to be able to create the contract yourself. And the only annoying thing with it is it will cost a lot more in gas fees, which is why this lazy minting thing is so useful.
Right. Yes.
With the gas fees being so high, but having everything on your own contract is generally a lot better.
I suppose it kind of depends how large your collection is as well, and where you want to go with that. If you're somebody like me who has maybe 50 or 100 or even 200 pieces to list over the next 2 years, it's something different than if I'm an organization who wants to list 10,000 this month. I suppose that's where additional helper tools would come in, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anyone wants to ask? Are there any questions that we need to answer before we let Nate go within the next 5 minutes? I'm checking through various portals here as well. I don't think we have any questions, which is cool. I mean, my head is literally smoking right now, so I'm not entirely sure how much more I could actually take in. Exactly. Yeah.
This stuff is quite literally a rabbit hole. Long hair rules, set it free.
I love it, Lioness. Absolutely. I totally agree. All these steps. Well, we were trying to do that with this episode, but it's much longer than I had expected. So I'm sure there are guides on the internet that can. Nice, Nate. Thank you for sharing that with us. I'm sure there's guides on the internet that I can share from time to time on my YouTube community tab. I might also just write this up, so as I get a little bit more practice in this, I can probably share this on my website, verslewis.com. That's where I write stuff that I don't want to forget, just in text form, like many of my 3D articles are there. It was, right? Marie, there's also a first episode of this that you can rewatch. It's both here on Twitch as well as on my YouTube channel. And we discuss more kind of the basics before we get to this point here. I'm sure that if we just all practice a little bit how to put stuff onto OpenSea, I think that'll help everyone out. And therefore we can then go and share stuff. Experiences.
Yeah, the more you do this stuff and spend time in the space and everything, it's just like anything. You'll get better at it and be more comfortable with it. You'll be able to recognize things by just looking at them.
Have you ever done anything, Nate, to promote your artwork or to actively promote either a listing or your OpenSea page?
I don't promote things. I don't self-promote myself.
That's interesting.
I share it to friends and stuff like that, and that's basically about it.
Oh, cool.
Otherwise, it's SEO stuff.
It's a good point. I mean, I suppose that's what artists are saying, that you have to really promote your art for it to then gain traction, for collectors to kind of see that it actually exists kind of in an informative way. Shield channels on random Discord servers, probably not a good idea, because that's just, who's ever going to look at that. I suppose you do. I think you stand much better chance if people know you as who you are, what you do, and if they happen to be NFT collectors, then I suppose there's a connection there. But I suppose randomly posting things other than the portals you use already, like Facebook and Twitter, I suppose there's really not much else we can do at this point as unknown artists, I suppose.
It is. I mean, you could always pay for marketing. I personally prefer not to, and I personally would recommend against it, just because a lot of things, especially when it comes to small individual creators, they tend to take advantage of those people and want a lot more money, and then it doesn't really do much for them.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, it's up to you. You do your own thing. Just make sure you research whatever you're doing before you give money to anything.
I think that is one of the most important things. If it's not about buying, if it's more about selling, I think one of the most important things that I'm thinking is it has to be fun. We have to be excited by it, and if we feel like we want to do it, I think that's the energy we should go with. It's not something that should feel like a drudge. It should also not be something, Rod, that depresses us if it doesn't work out. That's very important to remember. Rod's no longer here, but it's one of those things. If you do something and it costs you a lot of work that you do with kind of an attitude that you think, hey, I really have other stuff to do. I don't want to be burdened with this on top of everything. And then you look at it and it doesn't work out and it makes you depressed and sad and miserable. That is, you shouldn't do it. I mean, do it because you believe in it. Do it because you feel it's the right thing to do. Do it because it's fun. And yes, Lioness, I do want to see OpenSea.io/Lioness by the end of next week. And I want to see your collection on OpenSea. It'd be lovely to take a look at that. And it's the same with authors, right? The promoters and publishers make the money, right? Okay. And follow Nate. He's awesome. Absolutely. My friends, thank you so much for hanging out. I think we should revisit this in episode 3 of NFT for Noobs. I'm not sure when we're going to do it. Probably not next week. But, as we all get more into this, as we all have more questions, maybe we want to ask Nate some other bits and pieces. If that's okay with you, Nate. So we're not going to do it next week, but we will do a 3rd episode at one point in the future. Is that good?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Nate,
Nate, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
See you all. Bye.
Hey, this was nice.
It was.
Yeah, let's do this again. There's just so much to talk about.
I agree.
And I say practice, practice, practice.
Yes, yes, yes.